this is Marshall Abrahams. Just a quick one. Ross very kindly put up a reply I made last night on Anglican.net's Facebook page, but unfortunately he didn't have the time to read it, so I thought I'd put it up so you could see for yourselves. It's in reply to a question that was put to Facebook people on Anglican.net's Facebook page on the 30th of August, and the question was, if the line of papal succession flowing from Peter is ever broken, what happens to the Catholic Church? Well, as you can imagine, that was enough to get me going, and this was my response, which I will read. I'll also put the link to this particular thread down below, so if you would like to get involved in a friendly and helpful spirit, as I'm sure you would, it would be a wonderful thing to start bringing this gift of ours of Christianity to the world via Rome, and bringing it back to its true lustre and true home. Sorry, I'm not putting this terribly well, but it does get my goat, all this business about Peter. Anyway, so this is what I said. You might not have been informed that Peter was never first Bishop of Rome. Linus, grandson of the British High King Caradoc, was. Yes, that's Linus 2 Timothy 4:21, chapter 4, verse 21. And before you tell me this is disputed, of course it's disputed by those who have not read or otherwise been given access to all the records. Linus is attested in the British and the Roman records. It's just that the Roman Church has forgotten, in inverted commas, its origins and doesn't care to pass on the truth of them, which is that we took Christianity from these islands to Rome with Caradoc, whose daughter Urgan, I bet I've mispronounced that, was the first British Christian convert in AD 57. It is doubtful whether Peter was ever in Rome, and he was an apostle whose job it was to spread the word, not to stay at home. The Roman Catholics parachuted Peter into pole position about 200 years after the event. The title of Pope only came into being mid-4th century after the Bishop of Rome's seat of power moved from the Palatium Britannicum, a kind of British embassy and palace in one, to what became the Vatican. The church of Santa Pudenziana remains on the same site as the Palatium Britannicum today, and Pudenziana and her sister Praxedes were the first British saints around the time of Nero. The antiquity of the British Church was several times asserted round about the time of the Schism, at Pisa in 1409, Siena between 1423 and 24, and Constance 1417, and the Roman Catholic Church finally acknowledged this at the Council of Basel in 1434. It was the continental bishops who wouldn't accept it, the antiquity of the British Church, and so the sorry wrangling continued and continues to this day. I'm sorry if this is unwelcome news, but it all can be substantiated. I am also aware that it doesn't properly answer your question, but that was not my purpose. One must always do one's own research and never rely or quote as gospel on secondary sources. Just because a tenet has been held for centuries, even millennia, does not necessarily mean it is correct. Right, to this day, 4 days ago I think it was, I haven't had a peep. Not one single response, which I expected, but there hasn't even been a rebuttal of what I've said or anything. So if you'd care to get involved, as I say, in a friendly and helpful spirit, please do so, and we might just bring this to the mainstream view, because I think it needs to be seen. Thank you very much, and see you the next time. Goodbye.